大家好，我是悠扬，欢迎收看《龙之信条2》初见实况第6期。本期的开头呢，我们先继续做之前的主线任务——假王的计策。现在我们已经换好了正装，准备参加舞会。
I must ask you to comport yourself with the utmost civility while you are with me.
解锁个成就啊！贵族的修养，成功身着正装参加宴会。
Our first sovereign in decades. Last, we will see the end of the age of proxies. Indeed, the Arisen has always been the mainstay of. Methinks I'll have a rest. My feet ache from dancing.
Surely these extravagances.
I shan't let.
I do wonder who's behind the mob.
So come, let us forget the.
I find it liberating to hide my.
所以呢，我到底是要跟谁说话呀？啊，要跟他说话吗？
No. Pay me no mind. We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles. 'Twould be uncouth to inquire after another's identity.
It would seem our sovereign has recovered enough. I've no time to waste on the likes of you.
Another ale cup.
All this merrymaking.
感觉都没什么价值呢，这些对话。
Make yourself scarce.
不想看到我。
Ray, leave me. Best to remain sober.
They're the same tired faces and the same tired faces.
Armitage preoccupied.
Just between my task is to see 'tis an enigma. So back and forth I go.
You were posted in front of the passage yesterday, right? Next time, don't leave open the front of the door.
Not far from your station, are you not?
I was bored out my skull down the house. At least here I can listen to some courtly music. Makes the hours go by that much quicker. See?
Mayhap someone should put up a
You ought
sign,
not
eh?
to abandon your post.
Armitage preoccupied just.
Have you? Don't go thinking. Trade twixt our nations.
What is it?
I would fain aid you.
这个啊，还真是啊，全能灵药。
Well now.
又见面了。
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour all the way.
In here.
Open up!
Open this door right now.
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss. And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? Hmm? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
啊，他就是这个假觉醒者之王呗。
Your Majesty.
Tell us,
终于
Your
知道
Majesty,
长啥样了。
would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry.
哎，这个假觉醒者之王，他胸口也有一个伤疤。
These celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul.
敌杀。
Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, I mean I. As you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now
这个人我们刚才在舞会上见过，还跟他说过话呢。
We dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus.
法泽斯大人，他也是坏蛋吧？
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true arisen be?
真王就在你面前呢。
You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. Come see me in my bordlery. I'll instruct my attendants to send you straight to me.
我该从哪儿走啊？不能从这儿走。
Oh, Master, I thought I might never see you again.
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
As a reward for your Majesty's efforts, you have been invited to attend the coronation. 'Twould seem congratulations are in order. You will, of course, require raiment befitting of the occasion. I would ask that your Majesty return once you've procured such attire.
欺瞒的祝宴，穿正装去见贝伦特。那我现在就穿的正装的呀，准备好了正装，设置为优先。
I expect Captain Brant will want to hear.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen.
我先把这个舞会的事报告一下。
Well, well. He is merely Disa's puppet, then. 'Tis likely that he knows naught of her schemes. Even were he to be removed, I suspect some other would simply be made to take his place. But if there's aught that compels my attention, 'tis this other man you mention, Phases, was it? He seems a man of import, and yet I have never heard of him. Pray, allow me to investigate this matter further. You've done well, Your Majesty.
So the false sovereign, Queen Regent Disa, and this Phases fellow are all...
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. I have been pursuing all of the channels available to me. Would Your Majesty be... Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Aught shall change once we have attended the coronation. If Your Majesty has any unfinished business to attend to, 'tis best you do so before we depart. Very well. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we work to serve the...
我先把其他的任务都做了吧。我感觉这个即位宴好像是一个关键节点啊，我怕我没做其他任务的话，其他任务就消失了，所以先做一下其他任务。我应该先做这个任务啊。对，我先回去睡一觉吧。
Getting proper rest is...
A good sleep does wonders.
Off we go then.
I hope you slept well.
问候家主。
Good tidings, friend. How have you been keeping? As for me, I made the most of my week-long sojourn. One might even say I enjoyed myself overmuch. You see, I grew so fond of the destination my feet carried me off to, methinks I should like to live there. And that's when I thought, mayhap you've grown just as fond of this dwelling. I can't just give it to you, mind. I've my relocation costs to consider.
他要把这个房子卖我，
cheap as I can afford.
我看多少钱啊？便宜点的话我就买了。
What say you?
2万块钱，买。
Much obliged, friend. I hope you're as pleased with our deal as I am. This little dwelling's all yours now. Suppose I'd best be off. I've my own home to get to.
又解锁个成就啊！大本营成功购买私人房间。
Farewell.
他的新家是哪儿啊？我其实挺想去看看。哎，直接消失了啊！然后接下来选这个混淆视听的村子，去这儿。这还有小鬼呢！我去，这是个什么东西啊？完了，是个牛头。 又把他打倒了，打脑袋。喂！ 好，打过了。
Now I can report a successful hunt.
I like that.
哎，我突然发现我好像是不是忘换装备了呀？
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Chickens! How quaint.
无名村落，神秘村落。我先看看，哎
You there? Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place? There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
I don't know about you, Master, but word of a curious.
You'd best go There's no business to be had here.
啊，所以我们没法在哪儿买东西是吧？灯油、宝箱、兔皮。 这边有什么收集品吗？没有。
We're going this way now, I suppose.
By your will.
这是什么？
Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back to this eventually.
无名道具店。
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
看他是卖什么的？卖匕，哎，新月匕首。这个匕首好像更强一点。短弯刀、狼皮弓、阿雷斯牛皮蒙面。嚎叫头盔。我感觉这个头盔好像挺有用。 巴达尔夹克，太丑了。半金属绑盔甲，这怎么有点像女士用的盔甲呢？防御破坏者，哎，这个好啊，这个好。游民低档裤，防御破坏者，这个要一个。幼狮腿铠，这些。 不好的腿甲就不要了，气盖戒指、治愈药啊，这些药什么的也不要啊，这都不缺的。匕首要一个，新月匕首更强。恶棍手帕， 这个是干什么的？覆盖颈部的。嚎叫头盔。嚎叫头盔买一个。出售，我看能卖点啥。 哇，一个返回的计时这么贵呢，这么值钱！撕裂匕首，把这个卖了。夜间夏装啊，这个不能卖。无檐帽，这个卖了。遮光头盔也卖了，反正就是替换下来的装备就不用了。水果干什么的没啥太大用。油。 这是什么呀？万能药啊，这个珍贵。虎晶石，对精灵族十分稀有，那就留着，需要的时候再给他。卖这些。
Always a pleasure.
It is most exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
These were necessary expenses, mind. No use clinging to every last coin.
然后找这个异界石，把海石木给召唤回来。
I may have gotten a little reckless, but that's all in the past now, isn't it?
Leave the finding of equipment enhancing.
现在呢，我换了一波随从啊，把法师和战士都换了。 这个奎托斯呢，是我的某个好友捏的随从，但我也不知道具体是谁。
As it progresses, the pawn gradually loses all self-control, and in time will even cease to heed the Arisen's commands.
Can that really be true? I don't like the sound of it at all.
No seen you about. You the outsider? The Lord spoke of you. Come on, follow me. I've something real nice to show you.
2个宝箱啊！
Now this is a good find.
万能药。 森鬼
A
的脚，
fitting reward for a rigorous search.
铜矿石，跟小女孩进屋。肉干。
Treasure chest.
500块钱。
I can hardly wait to open it.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
No doubt you're dazzled by my charm.
哎，刚才那小女孩不是进这里来了吗？哎，那小女孩是进这里了，这也没有其他路啊。
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, the memory of falling in battle haunts me still. Would that I could forget it.
Being separated from our master must have been hard, temporary though it may have been. I've naught to say.
旧领主宅邸。
Greetings. I must say I'm impressed by your intuition, sir. You found me out far sooner than most. I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. If aught about our humble village seems strange to you, that is easily explained. For 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require. To begin with, those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential aptitude. Of course, you are no exception. Which is to say, you have my
他是盗贼大师，那我是不是能从他这学那个大师技能啊？
Is there aught else you'd care to ask? You're curious what I know of you? Quite a bit, I should think. Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network.
像我这种显眼的人的消息，我很显眼吗？
And your title tends to make you stand out among the rumors we collect. You're the second arisen to come to Vermont.
出现在维尔蒙德的第2个执行者。哇，这个消息他都知道。
In response, she's. Oops. I mustn't say another word.
你多说几句啊
Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I merely strive to maintain neutrality in political matters. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Such is our village code. Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't say I've heard of someone by that name. My apologies.
不知道亚瑟这个人。
Is there aught else you'd care to ask? Aye. Take care then. You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and mighty.
传说中的超级技能书，看看啊，到底是什么？这个吗？使用绝火超炎刃。哦，绝火超炎刃，那我怎么改变呢？啊，我可能是得去那个职业工会。
Congratulations, Arisen. Acquiring a Maester's teaching is no mean feat. I could not be more thrilled for you.
I shall strive to learn from your...
Is there aught else you'd care to... Aye. Take care then.
哎，所以说刚才那个小女孩哪儿去了？
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
这又是什么东西？葡萄吗？我到底要找什么其他东西啊？呀，不小心掉洞里了。这是啥呀？ 啊！把灯点开吧。小蝙蝠。 哎哎哎！这又是什么？这底下是个什么东西啊？这是？我看啊，快充能不能那什么？不行。哎，冰雪聪明啊！我用了那个大风车，监视斗帽，我看看。 这个兜帽，哎呀，太帅了！就是打击抗性和击退抗性差点儿。哎呀，太帅了！我终于戴上兜帽了啊！玩了这么长时间，终于有兜帽了，这才是巴西姆。这是什么呀？啊，上面插着飞刀，拿不下来。好。
You made it after all.
斯雷尔。
Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up.
Dear me.
不是啥玩意儿啊？不是啥意思呀？你谁呀？你不是那个商人吗？
Did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false arisen.
被流放了。
We're men and women of shadow.
必须像影子般生活，不允许在大庭广众下亮相。很像无形者。
That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask?
话说他腰间这2把刀挺豪华呀，我想要。
What can I say? Not many people bother with this place. Luckily for me, you were different. Knew I was right to bet in favor of the Arisen. Anyway, most visitors get fooled into going up to the manor. We send them packing with a trifle, and if they don't question it, good riddance. We only train the rare few who make it here. Some might go so far as to say that the entire village was built around this spot. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief maester.
盗贼大师的候补人选之一，他挺厉害的，达拉。
But he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest.
胸部受了重伤，啊，怪不得他胸口也有个伤疤呢。啊，所以现在他是盗贼大师。
That's when he went off, saying he used the scar in his chest to pose as the Arisen.
啊，连上了。
And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat in the kingdom. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in the lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Here, now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to
又给我一个大师技能，太好了。
But I'll show it to you.
偷盗技术指南。偷盗技术指南。嗯，在哪儿啊？ 这儿，心如明镜。
That all you wanted to ask? Aye. Till next.
What do you want?
Make yourself scarce.
This won't do.
不是其他人都只会说一句话吗？那他们到底占什么 CPU 啊？
Gone with you. You're
Not half bad.
You've my gratitude.
都只会说一句话。
You're here. I've been waiting for you.
利特拉啊，这就是那小女孩吗？刚才我跟丢那个吗？宝箱。哇，这地方全是宝箱，野兽杀手。钱。好像这样的宝箱更豪华一些，普通的木箱子就里面的东西稍微差点。 我刚才又得到个护腿呀，给装备上，我看看好。哎呀，他怎么也不行呢？都比不上我这个变态裤子，差挺多呢，还。也就击退抗性强点儿。行，该走了。
Greetings, Master. Is this where you've been all this while?
啊，这就是刚才那个屋子吗？
Is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more.
原来是通往这儿的。
A reward for our efforts.
哎呀，刚才我怎么就没注意到这边有个门呢？我就不用遭那么多罪了，我还特意闯过来。
If you would be so kind as to follow me, I shall take you to the one you seek.
Well, now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
无名旅店。
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard
Mana.
so much about. Have you some business here in the village?
也
You
问
would
问。
know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a simple place, tucked away on the eastern edge of Vermond. Is there aught else I can help you with, sir?
介绍可真是太简单了。
Arthur. Tis a name unfamiliar to me, I'm afraid. At least, no one by that name lives here, sir. Dara. That man isn't associated with our village anymore. In fact, if e'er you should meet him, pray inform him that he is no longer welcome here.
这个马纳好像不知道达拉当上假王了。
As you like, sir.
This is the inn.
Of course. Nothing's free in this world.
职业工会。变更技能。哎，我还能继续学习呢。绝火超炎刃。心如明镜。看清敌对目标的所有攻击。 自在急攻呗，就是，我懂了。这个什么，晚刺穿透，把匕首刺向目标，压制抓紧时才能使用，威力强大。强夺，烟幕，这可真是刺客啊！丢出烟雾弹，拉近。但是这个拉近的这个技能很好用，我绝对不能把它给替换掉。暴跳，火药的暴风点火，爆炎线啊，这个之前我知道。断头台这个必须得升级一下啊，必须得学习2。代言刃不学了，连右风也升级一下吧。我看看还有什么能。 替代一下的，就我现在学的这个基础的技能都挺有用的。我要不要把这个给学一下，用来替换这个连右风2？哎，我再给那个海石木也改一下技能啊。对他只会个连续射击，他都不会别的。 啊，他也用我的这个 JP 点儿， 扇形设计、终结设计，这个必须得学一下。缩距设计啊，就是狙击键呗。怒涛设计啊，这不就是轻功吗？如此熟悉的技能啊！漩涡射击，这是啥呀？能够阻止小型目标前进。旋转，这个挺有用啊！火药剑射击。啊，这叫什么？燃粉陷阱，进油剑射击。啊，如实剑射击。缩距。漩涡、怒涛，学这个漩涡射击，是给它装备到这儿，然后缩距射击学，哎，缩距射击不如怒涛射击好，好像。职业弓箭手，普通技能飞踢。能力偷袭，魔剑士、巫师，大杖，双头剑。这个魔剑是挺酷哎，跳得更远，踢向紧贴的墙面。卸力摔，能力前期惜命。剑臂，不够。
Glad to be of service, sir. Happiness is a full schedule.
肉干不要了。
I knew not what to think when we first arrived here. All those stairs struck me as rather sinister.
To think, we were being evaluated for our potential all along.
鱼竿，宝箱，是不是每个房子里都有一个宝箱啊？优质肉馅粉要玩，好像还挺好。哎，对了，还有一件事儿，如果我再去找一找那个最初的那个盗贼大师呢？我第一个见到的那个盗贼大师，我看能不能有什么新的对话。我现在都知道假觉醒者之王是达拉了，他应该也知道。不行。
Arthur, I've lived in this. Is there aught else you care to ask? I take.
他帮不了我什么忙。这个门进不去，该回去了。哎，我看看能不能用传送石啊？我还有3颗。
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
There's a ladder here.
After you, Arisen.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty?
达拉的通缉令给他。
This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, but of course. I surmise your majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces. And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen. A clever ploy indeed. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, your majesty.
So,
指引龙眼。
sovereign operates at the behest of Queen Regent Disa. This spider has woven her web rather carefully.
欺瞒的祝宴，这个就等会儿再做吧。先去睡一觉。
Now we must report to Captain Brott. That's the way of things, is it not?
How I've...
It appears night has fallen while we slept.
Step lively. Journey by starlight.
指引龙眼，能看到龙之脉动碎片的位置啊！太好了。这个红色的应该就是碎片，先标一个。
They'll make for a nice change of pace.
Shall we get underway? So we've finally arrived.
There is much we ought to tend to. Aught shall change. If your majesty has any unfinished... Very
做好
well.
准备了。
The coronation is to take place on the...
第二天早晨。 海石木怎么了？
Master, pray leave this place. My body, it refuses to obey me. There is a voice within my mind. It commands me, sways my very will.
Sways your will? Could it be that...
弑神者之声。
We must quit this place, your majesty. I fear our plans may fall to naught. Let us return to the tavern.
不是吉维燕没参加呀？
We've been had.
那个假王的胸口有一个宝石，闪红光的宝石。那个宝石就跟弑神者之声有关吗
The sovereign commanded the pawns at the coronation, proving his own power as arisen. According to Regent King Sven, the pretender was wearing some sort of lavish necklace at the time. I imagine this artifact is the god's way mentioned in that letter.
我懂了，那个宝石它能强行的控制其他人的追随者，就聚集到他身边。
Perchance 'tis a tool that grants power akin to that of the true arisen. 'Twould do much to explain the events that we have beheld afore now. Alas, unless we find some way to unmake this god's way's power, proving your majesty's legitimacy shall be difficult indeed. Pray, allow me time to search for a way forward. I shall inform your majesty when I have prepared a plan of action.
Never could I have imagined such an outcome. What manner of artifact is this god's way? I suppose 'tis pointless to ponder.
等待贝伦特的结
Let us
论。
await the results of Captain Brant's investigation.
那等吧。
I knew it to be so.
怎么又到晚上了？ 哎！
Getting proper rest.
Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
I hope you slept well.
好，与贝伦特谈话，他有结论了。
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true arisen. Regarding the matter of the god's way, I fear there is naught to be done, save for your majesty to venture to Batal, where you might uncover the false sovereign's secrets directly. The sigil upon that letter from some days past bore the crest of the Batali Palace. Surely there's aught to be found therein. Yet official dealings twixt Batal and Vermund are suspended. Passing through their fortress will prove a difficult task. With such hindrances in mind, I thought to prepare this. Pray, take it. Few may pass through Batal's fortress, save Beastren merchants. With some coin, I was able to convince one such merchant to grant us that entry permit. It ought guaranteed passage to the border checkpoint, but alas, 'tis intended for a Beastren. You shall have to act the part, but as to how that should be done, I'm ashamed to say I do not know. 'Twill depend upon your majesty's ingenuity.
哎，又给我一个返回的基石，好样的！那这个返回的基石，我一定要把它放到那个巴达尔。
Over here, if you please.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Let's not be hasty now. To tie my boots.
Now, there's a worthy prize. If only 'tweren't so far away.
哎，看看地图啊，我要去哪儿？哎，在这儿啊，哈弗村。哎，我以前去过这儿。 但是离得相当远，我又得跑过去。
Sir Arisen, thank heavens you've come. Saurians have claimed the village yet again. It's just when almost all of the villagers had arrived as well. Oh, why must these scaly fiends beset us so?
Oi! What are you doing standing about when there's work to be done?
Jonas! This is the good sir I spoke of. The one who called the Saurians for us.
Is that right? Then I expect you to aid us with this mess, stranger. You did it once afore, eh? Only natural you'd help finish.
这我怎么感觉这个乔纳斯有点道德绑架似的？
My apologies for the chief's temperament. Yet he speaks truly. We have need of your strength. Pray, cull the beasts as you did before, sir. I dare say you are the only one upon whom we can depend.
More Saurians.
行，帮你吧。
Deliver them a swift end and ensure the village's safety.
作为体面人，要一直传正光。哎呦我！
A smashing success.
这么简单就给打完了，一共就这3头蜥蜴，就能把你们村给霍霍成这样。我以为怎么也得10头啊。
Truly, we cannot.
Here he is! I found our troublemaker!
Jonas! What is the meaning of this?
This blasted beastren went and ventured into Stormwind Cave!
该死的兽人进了明朝洞窟。
How many times have we said none are to tread there? But he just had to poke his
明朝洞窟我不是已经去过，把它给清理完了吗？
There can be no doubt he's the one who incited the Saurians' attack.
Forgive me. I never meant for any of this.
左蓝，
Trust a beastren.
这个左蓝也去了明朝洞窟。
Jonas! Surely there's no need for such talk.
You would say that, wouldn't you? Seems to me beastrens go causing problems, and we humans are lumped with the job of cleaning up after them.
Jonas, please! You're being ridiculous.
There!
I do apologize. 'Twould seem things have turned rather... But we mustn't let this sour your triumph. You came to our aid when we needed it most, and for that, you have our gratitude, Sir Arisen.
下次再来，下次再来，你再出现蜥蜴人，我可不管了。给我5000块钱，那行，下次再来的话，我还管。狠狠的给钱，向费奥拉内报告。啊，结束了，结束了。
Here, if you please.
颜之国，关口通行证进入巴达尔，啊，走。关口通行证进入巴达尔。
Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up.
哎，我看到那个什么了，返回的基石。这是啥呀？快要腐烂的瘦肉，都要烂了。你家里有什么宝贝？书给捡了。好的，本期视频呢也就到这里结束了，感谢大家收看。下一期呢我们前往颜之国，那么大家拜拜。